Okay. Hello, everybody. Hey, Amy. Hey, JC. We'll let a few more get in the room before we start our details about my giveaway. I'm excited to be able to have one. I finally reached my 1,000 subscribers. Hello, Misty from Huntington Beach, California. On the other side of me. Way out on the other side of the United States, Misty. But we're all neighbors, right? Thank you, Misty. Now, if it takes me a little while to respond back to your comments, it's probably just the lag in this YouTube thing. Thank you, JC. I'm very excited to do the 1,000. Hey, Vicki from Indiana. You're not too far from me. I love seeing all the different places that everybody's from. So what's everybody into today? Me, just a few errands, a little housework, and that's about it, and playing on a computer. There we go. Well, we're up to 8 viewers. We're getting there. It's kind of a busy time of the day for everybody, I believe. A lot of people's at work and doing their own thing. Laundry and Christmas decorating. Well, the laundry don't sound like fun, but the other does. Housework here too. Yeah, ongoing battle, especially the laundry, right? Trying to finish decorating. And coffee time. It's always coffee time here. Hi, Jeanette. Nice to see you in here. Jeanette, are you the one that had the video? I think you had the live stream. You said you was having a good chin wagging or something like that. From the UK, yeah. Yes, it is. I thought that was you. I love that phrase. That's a new one on me over here. We don't use that term. But I thought, well, with the turkey gobbler I've got going on, I can do a good chin wagging. I could have been the turkey mascot for Thanksgiving. Or a natter. Okay. Wished it got cold here, Misty. Don't really get seasons, so it just kind of stays one temperature throughout. About as far as I've traveled has been Ohio and just into West Virginia a little bit. And I think years ago when I was young on a class trip, we went down to Bardstown, Kentucky, and that's about as far as I've been out, y'all. Been as low as 4 degrees Celsius today. So Misty, you're around 70. We're close to that today in Kentucky. We're about 65. There's a little breeze blowing. It feels just right. 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So you've got some cold weather, Jeanette. Thanks for breaking that down in Fahrenheit for me. So JC, so you're pretty cold then. Okay, I think this is about all it's going to show up. I'm surprised I got that many. Maybe everybody get a chance to watch this live stream later. Julianne Amar, near 60 in Kentucky. Yeah, that's about what we are, about 65. Bad frost this morning. Yeah. Hi, Tim from California. There's another from California. It's sunny here today too. It's a little breezy, but the temperatures are good. Misty says we get chilly from the ocean air, but not Christmas weather. Yeah. Hi, June Girl 45. It wouldn't bother me a bit here in Kentucky if we never got cold weather or seen snow at all. I'd love to live somewhere where it's hot. I don't care about the heat. I don't like the cold. Okay, you all, we'll go ahead and get into these giveaway rules. They're pretty simple. Um, you have to be in the U.S., and the simple reason for that, well, I guess I better show you what I'm going to give away first. I'm going to give away a $25 gift card from Amazon. Hi, Pink Kisses. Thanks for joining us. Reason why I selected must be in the U.S. I don't think that these Amazon cards that you order as a gift card, I don't think they'll work outside the U.S. At least that's what the information said that I read. You had to go to a different site in Amazon or something, and that just got too complicated. So I'm sorry if you're not in the U.S. You have to be 18 years or older, and you have to like and comment on this video after it's uploaded. And you must be subscribed, of course. And I'm going to pick the winner this Friday. And if you're the winner, I need you to contact me by my email, and I'll have it in the description box below. And I'll also have all the rules listed down there too. And you'll have until next Friday to claim your prize. And if it's not claimed by them, I'm sorry, then I'm just going to select another winner, because I figure that's plenty of time for anybody to claim it if they win. And my disclaimer is I'm not responsible for lost or delayed delivery, because who knows what goes on with the postal system. Hi, wonderful, blessed life. And that's pretty simple. I know it's not a big gift per se or anything fancy, but right now I'm doing pretty good with the $25 gift card. Christmas around the corner and stuff. So, but still, that's $25 gift card, right? Yeah, it is hard to catch the live streams. Usually I get on early of the morning and late of the evening. Yeah, I don't like the cold. Misty says they wear shorts year round. That sounds good to me. I hate the cold. The older I get, the worse it's getting on me, especially my feet. Yeah, I'll try it, June Girl. Can always use a gift card. That's something that everybody can find something on Amazon, I figure. Thank you, Emmy. Your dumplings that you fixed the other day, Emily, looked really good. If you all ain't familiar with Emmy, y'all go check out her channel. She's got some really unique recipes. It's like a total different what we usually fix over here. So go check her out. No, Pink Kisses can't go wrong with Amazon. It's snowing where you're at, Emmy? Well, you keep it there, okay? Thank you, Misty. Like I said, it's not no big gift, but it's something. I just wanted to show some kind of appreciation because if it wasn't for you all and my subscribers, then I wouldn't be sitting here right now, really. I say they did, Emmy. It sounded like you had a house full that day when you were fixing your recipe. Thank you, June girl. I try. You know, I'm just a simple person. I'm just a housewife, and my world's a very small world. It's pretty well contained in the walls of this house. I'm not big on getting out and running around all over the place, and I live a simple, quiet life. Yeah, Emmy, keep your snow there. And if I could, I'd send some of our snow to you all when we start getting it. A bachelorette party. Oh, wow. Woohoo. June girl, you're from Kentucky too. Well, great. Kentucky is a great place to live. I know there's always people that put out the negatives for Kentucky. You know, we kind of fit into certain stereotypes as that, but there's no truth in a lot of those. And I can't think of another place I'd rather live than in Kentucky. It's in my heart and in my soul, and I just can't imagine anywhere else. No more snow. Okay, Emmy, if you're sure. Wedding is this Saturday. Hey, was the bachelorette party for you, Emmy, or just a friend? Hey, Juliana, you just discovered my channel yesterday. Well, thank you and welcome. We love the Kentucky Derby. Yeah, yeah, it's a big thing over here. So, June girl, you're originally from Paintsville. That's not too far away then. You live in Cincinnati. Oh, do you like it in Cincinnati? To me, in my mind, that just seems like too big of a city for me. I like small town. Your cousin, Emmy? Oh, you're married. Well, I thought you might have been, but I didn't want to assume things. Me and my husband, we've been married. He keeps up with it better than I do. I think this year was 28 years. So I always say 28 years or whatever it is that particular year. So it'd be like 28 years and serving like a prison sentence. Mm. Yeah, Emmy, is it the hot brown? Is that the one you're talking about from Kentucky, the famous sandwich? I think that's like a big horse derby thing that they serve and stuff. I'm not real sure on that. You'd like to move back to Kentucky, June girl? Yeah, Kentucky gets in your blood, don't it? Our little town here, yeah, the hot brown. Our little town here is almost like a Mayberry, but it has its problems like everywhere else. It's not like the good old days, you know what I mean? When am I going to make a hot brown? I'll tell you, I've never fixed it. I've never ate it, and I'd probably have to go on Pinterest to find the recipe for it. I grew up on simple foods, which I don't think the hot brown would be difficult. But when I was young growing up, we grew up on staples like we call them soup beans, but a lot of people calls them bean soup or pinto beans. The fried taters, the cornbread, well, potatoes. I'm sorry, the hillbilly slipped out of me. We call them taters here, and just different things like that. Experiment with you. Now, if I go trying to get in uncharted waters, I'm probably gonna screw up pretty good, and make a fool out of myself. And that ain't too hard for me to do. Thanks, June girl. I just try to keep it simple. They're not anything fancy, and some of my recipes, like the Instapot and stuff, those are when I made those videos, the majority of them were the first time I'd ever made them to begin with. So I just turned on the camera and recorded as I went. So it's not like I was a professional and had it all figured out like a big Instapot pro. No, they started out as experiments. And if they turned out good and they worked out, then they made it to YouTube. If not, then they didn't, which majority of them have turned out, luckily. You won't judge me any good because there's too many in the world already wanting to do that, I'm sure. Hi, Amber. How are you doing? I seen you on Two Family Homestead last night. I couldn't stay on long, I tell you. Around 9 o'clock, I start getting sleepy. I'm getting old. Yeah, Pink Kisses, Chef Toby and Simply Sarah. Great channels. They're a lot bigger than I am. I'm just the small dog. I'm the pup. Misty grew up just trying to learn how to use your Instant Pot. I tell you, it just takes. Um, I had mine probably 6 or 7 months before I actually really used it. And I thought, I went and spent, I don't know, it's probably $100 some. I don't remember exact amount. And there it was sitting on my kitchen shelf. And I was constantly moving it, dusting. I thought, and I'd always think, I need to get in there and start using that thing. And then it got to make me feel really bad because here I'd went and spent $100 some. That's a lot of money to have something just sit there and be a paperweight. And I thought, I need some material for some videos, and this is the time to bring it out and get it broke in. And I'm glad that I did because now I love it so much, I'm constantly looking for new ideas to fix in it. June Girl says, I also follow Cooking with Cricket. I love Cricket. I tell you what, she's my soul sister, you all. I believe that we could be neighbors. It almost feels like we've grown up together. And I didn't start my YouTube channel until January of this year, and I already feel like we're close friends. And that's probably one of the best things about YouTube is I have more of a personal connection with people on here on YouTube than I do the outside world. And I have a lot of friends outside of YouTube. Don't get me wrong. It's just you don't feel the brotherly and sisterly love in this world like you used to. And I found with YouTube you can find that. So that's a blessing to me because I've kindly lost a lot of faith and trust in people. Thank you. UT, is that how you say your channel? UT Cooking? I'm subscribed to you, but I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, Chef makes me hungry too, especially when he goes baking them buttermilk biscuits and all that good stuff. Oh gosh, starved to death. He's good. He knows his stuff. He does all this fancy stuff. I just try to do basic country cooking. Amber, I thought you did fine. I didn't think you acted nervous at all. I battle the nerves every time I get on camera in these live streams. I'm so bad to get tongue-tied, and I just try to skip over it and keep going. Ain't none of us perfect. We just do the best we can, and people realize we're just human. And if anybody thinks they can do better, well, let them go for it. Yeah, June Girl, really, honey, there ain't no difference. It's just a matter of how you depressurize. They do the same thing. I'm sure you can probably just tweak the regular pressure cooker. Instant Pot should work fine. Now, I had a regular pressure cooker years ago, and it worked about the same. It's just it don't have the little buttons, this and that, but it's just a different method, but basically the same thing. Yeah, country cooking is delicious. Yeah, that's all I know. Mm. What's next, Tim, in 2018? I don't know. I don't know what's in next week. Is that bad on my part? I don't know. Now, I've got a recipe I'm thinking about doing if I can get my acting gear. It's not an Instant Pot recipe or anything like that. It's just a kind of like a casserole, like a tater tot casserole, but not the one with just the ground beef, mixed vegetables, and all that. It's something a little different. And I'm hoping to get that done and maybe have it ready next week. Amber makes some awesome homemade fried chicken. And her husband goes nuts when he sees the stuff to cook. It comes out. So he's a little bit spoiled, Amber. Uti says, I hope I'm saying your name right. Uti says, I use a pressure cooker only when I want to cook beef meat. Well, that's all right. I don't see a problem with that. That's making one thing simple and easy for you. That's going to freeze and have it. June Girl says casseroles are some of my favorite dishes. Yeah, I like them because it's one dish and you pretty well got a whole meal right there and you're done. So I like it too. Amber tries to spoil your husband. Well, I don't try to spoil my husband, but somehow he's managed to become spoiled. So go figure. I tell y'all the story about me and my husband. When we've been in each other's life basically our whole lives. Our families went to church together at the same churches and stuff like that. But his dad would always tease him, my husband, about marrying me, and would tease him like, "Where's your future girlfriend?" And then he'd always say about my dad would be his future father-in-law. And on the other side of the spectrum, my mom and dad, mostly my dad, he loved to torment me. He'd tease me about my husband, say, "Oh yeah, there's your boyfriend, there's your future husband." And then about Steve, my husband's father, he said, "Well, that's your future father-in-law." And we did not like each other. We did not like to be teased about each other. We didn't think it was funny. And we basically hated each other all through school. Kid hate, mind you. Not like pure real hate, you know. At that age, I don't know if you really know that kind of hate. But anyway, it was real to us. So we always avoided each other at all costs. And then, you know, all through our years, getting teased about one another, you know. And the day come, I think I was maybe a junior in high school. And one day I was sitting in church, and I was sitting in like where the regular congregation sits, and he was up kind of close to the pulpit on the little seats that run sideways, you know. And I don't know, I just looked at him, and he looked back at me, and I hurried up and looked away because I didn't even know that I was looking at him. But I don't know, something went stirring, and I don't know, the rest was history. So when I mentioned to my dad about that I wanted to start dating, it was a whole nother story then. He's like, "Well, I don't know. I know he's a good boy and all, but I don't think he's the one for you." I'm like, "Well, Dad, I'd like to start dating him, at least see, you know." "Well, I ain't telling you can't, but you can tell he's so disappointed." I don't think anybody would have been good enough, though. I don't think Dad would have been happy about it. Don't matter who it was. So we started dating, and as time went on, you know, we got engaged and got married. And the day of our wedding, my husband goes up and wraps his arm around my dad's neck and says, "Well, I am your son-in-law now." So we end up getting married. I always tell him that I married him to get even. June Girl says definitely with cornbread with the chilies and soups. Yeah. Thanks, Judy. But you know, if you'd ask anybody else that knew us growing up, we was the two less likely to ever get married. It's just weird how things work out. And I can't imagine myself with anybody else. Well, you all, I guess I've kept you tangled up on here long enough. And thank you, Terry. Welcome to the chat. And I'll let you all go, and I'll leave this video, this live stream up, and that way other people can uh, join in on the contest. So, like I said, all the rules and stuff will be down in the description. Basically, just what I said. Amber says, when I first met my husband, I was so shy around him. I played hard to get, but he liked me enough to try hard enough to get me. Oh, that's sweet, Amber. I've always been shy. Thanks for sharing your story with us, Amber. I love to hear other people's stories. All right, I'm going to let you all go. It's been real fun. And June says, you never know when you meet someone how it will turn out. That's right, you sure don't. But I'm going to let you all go, and I thank you all so much for joining me. And until next time.